Well, we're here with Brother and Mrs. Arce. They are missionaries in Venezuela. Brother Arce, how long have you been serving in Venezuela?
33 years.
And Miss Arce, you grew up in Venezuela. Is that accurate? Or you grew up in Peru?
I grew up in Peru.
Okay, so you're a missionary kid in Peru, and you met Brother Arce when Brother Arce was pastoring in Peru.
That's right.
And then you guys moved to Venezuela together.
That's right.
That's such
I
an...
remember we had in our church, I remember the day, we have more or less 2,600 people over there in our church. No. Yeah, 2,600. Okay. And we were so happy when the Lord called me to Venezuela.
So you had a large, thriving church in Peru.
Yes, sir.
And then at the age of, how old were you when God called you to Venezuela?
Well, I was 34 years old when the Lord called me.
Wow. And you've been serving there now in Venezuela for over 30 years.
Yes,
30
sir.
years.
You know, CORE partners with pastors in 14 countries right now. And I remember when I met you about a year and a half ago at the Atlanta airport. We spent some time together there. And CORE was just getting started. And at that point, we only had guys in a couple different countries. But now, we've been working with you, trying to raise support for, I believe, 7 pastors in Venezuela. Some of those guys are fully supported. Some of those guys are partially supported. And so our goal is to, raise the remaining of that support. And so just kind of give us a quick little update. How are those pastors in general? How are they doing there in Venezuela?
Well, I have the pastor who is working in Sabaneta, is the pastor Ezequiel Rodriguez. He is building the church now. He's working, building the church little by little.
Okay.
He's doing great. He's over 85 people already every service.
Wow.
And he's doing great. And the second pastor is Pastor Osvaldo Guedes.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing great also. He's building his church. When I went over there and we got the land, I was preaching and she was filming, and it was the background pretty wonderful. It changed.
Color, the sunset was going down.
It didn't have a
Because there
wall.
was no wall.
It was the sky.
Okay.
So that's what we start. Now we have the part of the church built. They have a wall. They have a wall on this side. They have a little bit part of the wall on this side. They need to keep on with the roof and the
rest
last
of the wall
part.
fill up
But they are building. They have over 100 people
Wow.
already. And the other pastor is Argenis Yepes. He's doing great, but he's in the house of one of the believers. And the house is so full. I was preaching last month over there, and you couldn't put just a
pen
over there. Nothing. Full. And he said, "Preacher, we need to move. We don't have the money." I said, "Well, keep praying, brother. Keep praying. The Lord is going to provide so we can get a piece of land and we can start building." So they are buying little by little pieces of the rhubarb. No, not rhubarb, but
not roof.
well, different
Metal.
things.
Yeah, the metal things.
Sure.
Concrete,
Rebar.
a different thing for the construction.
Okay.
But he's doing great also. And the other pastor is Edgar Pinto. Is one of the pastors.
Yes, sir.
He's doing great, and he was renting a house, and a lady who was more or less 3 houses beside. He was from another church, but he disappeared from her church, and then she was hearing the music and the message, and she put her ear real close to the wall to hear the message, and she enjoyed that. And when the pastor moved a little bit from the microphone, she said from her house, "Don't do that." Then somebody from the church came to visit her and invite her to church. She liked the preaching, she liked the music. She went over there and she became a member of the church. And she said, "I have a house. I don't want you rent this place.
Wow.
My house is bigger, so I want to let you use my house," and so on and so on. And the Lord is blessing the place now.
Wow.
And he's trying to get to reach many areas in the city.
Sure.
His brother Edgar Pinto.
Yes, sir.
And the church is doing great. He and his wife. He just had a new baby.
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost 15 years they didn't have any babies.
Wow.
Now she had a baby.
Wow.
But they are doing all right. The other is Nelson Paez.
Uh-huh.
He is my social pastor for a time. Well, all of them were my social pastor in the time.
Right.
And the Lord called them to different places. and he's working in the state of Zulia, in the city of Cabimas, and you don't use the handkerchief over there.
Use towels.
You use what he use, Mama?
It's hand towels. What he uses
It sweats so much.
Perspiration. Yeah, it's so hot there.
But he rent a place. He was a autolavado.
It's a car wash. It's a car wash.
Okay.
And that's where they're holding service.
Wow.
You know, my English is so good that
That's okay.
As my secretary,
You got your translator with you.
I just arrived, and my Spanish is going real good over there.
That's good.
But he's growing. His church is growing. The place was full, and they are looking for a piece of land to buy so they can stop renting and start building his own church.
They desperately need a place.
They need a place over there. And then we have Freddy Arellano.
Right.
Freddy Arellano is the other guy, part of the 7. He's working in the city, in the state of Lara, but in the city of Bobare.
Mm-hmm.
And he has his car, so he went every weekend to the city before. And then he said, Lord, help me to find a place. And he find a lady who got saved, and she provide a house, and he starts services in the house. But the lady is saying now, well, I think it's time. So they are desperate looking for a piece of land so they can continue the work. They have more or less like 25 children in the Sunday school, and they have more or less, total more or less, and 45, 48 people coming to his church. It's at the beginning of the work. And that's the people. Everybody, all the 7 of them are working hard, trying to reach their community and many other areas, and trying to, do the work of the Lord.
That's good. You know, you've obviously done a great work with the Lord. The Lord has used you and your family tremendously. And again, our goal with you is to get all 7 of these men fully supported. If I remember right, 2 of the men.
That would be great. That would be great.
2 of the men we have. 2 of the men we have fully supported. 5 of the men we have partial supported. And so those guys are what we consider 50% supported. And so part of the reason to do this video, I wanted some folks to see you and get to know you, and then I want to encourage them to go to the website and see these men, see the reports, and pray about sponsoring with them. I'm not going to keep you guys much longer, but it's so good to hear from you. Why don't you, if you don't mind, just give us one prayer request as a ministry, and anybody watching this, we can pray for you as we move forward.
You pray also for the situation in Venezuela. It's hard to find something to eat. For example, one of the men who was teaching in our Bible Institute, one of my associate pastors came and said, Preacher, you know that he didn't eat, he and his wife didn't eat for 3 days. I said, what?
Wow.
So we got everything we could. We went over there, but that's the situation over there.
Right.
And it's hard to find medicine.
Okay.
When you go to a doctor, he gave you a prescription, and he gave you the medicine you need, but he gave you not only one medicine. He said, well, if you don't find this, try this. If not, try this. I give you 10 different names because you need to go to so many different pharmacies to get your medicine. Many times they say, no. The doctor who is my student in the Bible Institute, medical doctor, and he said, Preacher, do you have this medicine? I said, yes, I have this medicine, but what are you proud of this? Well, if you don't find medicine, do something natural like this. Well, give me the prescription, brother. Now he's a medical doctor asking me a prescription, but that's the situation.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Pray for us. I can say something that is not too complicated. For example, a week before I came here, I saw a group of men and young people running behind a garbage truck to get something to eat.
Wow.
That's the situation.
You know, we can't,
Venezuela.
In America, we oftentimes, we can't even fathom, what you're talking about. I mean, people running behind a garbage truck to get some food. It's just unbelievable. We know that there's political unrest and different things going on in Venezuela, and we won't spend time talking about that here, and we don't want to cause any issues. But we're praying for you, praying for your family, those pastors. And right now, for those watching, know that you're in the States, Tennessee, working with your mission board, and that's exciting. I'm glad you're here. But we'll pray for you, and then look forward to getting back to Venezuela, and we'll get some more support for your pastors.
Amen.
I would appreciate that, brother.
You guys have a good one. It's so good talking with you all again.